What's up everyone, I'm Adi here with another episode of the show Rig on Fire. Today I want to compare those two heads here, the Rondo RH200 and the Rondo T2. How is everybody out there? Hope everybody's doing great. What do we have here? I have two different heads. The first one from the 90s, maybe beginning of the 90s, I cannot remember exactly. This is a very old solid state head, the RH200, and it's totally solid state amplifier. And this one is like more 2000-ish, like 2007 maybe, I'm not remember exactly as well. I'm going to put on someplace here the dates of the release of this amp, so you need to keep in mind there is more or less 1 decade between those two amplifiers and the projects and everything. I know this one has a preamp tubes and the solid state parts is just on the power amp. This one is totally preamp and power amp solid state. I am super curious because I have those two heads and I never put them side by side. You know what? I love solid state tones because, don't get me wrong, they're never going to deliver the same harmonic richness of the tube amps. I know because I have Marshall's Mesa Boogie here, lots of different heads, in my studio, and I used to work with different heads on my productions when I was a producer in Brazil. Not anymore because the YouTube is my life now. For some things, the lack of harmonics on those amps for some tracks, I think it's awesome. Between them, I really want to see how they sound with the same cabinet. On the case here is going to be the same impulse response, this Veteran Wars from the Electric Eye Audio, link on the description. And I'm going through the same impulse response with the two amps just to see how they sound. And sometimes, just for keep it even more tight, because they are super tight already, I'm going to use the Mud Killer here from Electric Audio as well, and a Noisy Gate before get into the amplifiers. I'm going to swap in real time between those two amps just to compare with the KHA from KHA Electronics. It's a amp switcher. For the purpose of this video, the guitar that I'm going to use here is my Solar 7-string whatever AB 1.7, something like this, with EMG active pickups. Let's see how those beasts sound. First of all, I'm going to start with the most metal or more lead high gain channels on both amps. After that, I can tweak a little bit those amps. Before I start the video, I set up the amps to sound very close, but even like that, they are very different. Let's start with this guy here. Right off the bat, I can tell this one has this this rawness, this organic tone. Maybe it's because the tube preamp section, because this one is totally solid state, but this one is less raw, but it's more tight. And to be honest here, in my opinion, it's not a matter of better or worse or, it's just different. And I think that for different situations could be awesome. Let's listen again. This one first.
amazing. They are so different. And I'm gonna try harder to match those tones because I think this one is brighter, more scooped and tighter. This is very important. It's two different technologies. As I said, there is 10 years between those two amps. This amp here has a totally different equalizer section. It's way more subtle than this one. This one is, you can really shape the tone. Here it's very unique. You can change little details, but not so deep like this one. The contour here, this is the control of the mids of the amp. You know, you can scoop more, but it's almost a way up. Like, if, you know, if you do something like, it's even more scooped. So let's see if it's a little bit more close. The T2. Yeah, they are different, even trying to match the thing. This one is a little bit more raw now. The mids, I put the mids very in your face. This one sounds even more brutal. Maybe? It's more brutal, but it's still, this one has this rawness. I love both tones. Let's try some leads. Let's try this guy here. Let's boost. Now the T2. I cannot feel that deep differences when I play leads. Of course, I think that I need to tweak a little bit more this guy because I think it's too bright for leads. Maybe... This one has a killer mids because I put the mids all the way up. Wait a minute. I prefer with the mids almost on max. Very cool. Let's decrease the gain of this channel. Let's make it a little bit more modern and tight. No mud killer. Let's see how it sounds. Super modern. This one, for that kind of jauntish tone, it's awesome. Like, you know. I don't have any, like, you know, it's just different. And they are awesome in different ways. My final thoughts about this, I'm so happy to have those two amps, man, because, man, they sound brutal, amazing, and they deliver different, amazing tones. Those things, they can deliver different way to make brutal and tight and beautiful or whatever. So, I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up. See you next time.